Hello and welcome to episode 1, 2 or 3 of Dreadlocked, I don't know yet. Anyways, it's me, Jack, with Pete Wardle,
Hello.
James Proctor and Joseph Chadwick.
Morning.
Also known as Shadders.
Jose.
Shadwen.
No, it's
Jose
still
Hans
morning.
Rodriguez.
It's 1:45.
It's just morning by Ethiopian standards. Either way,
In the continent of Ethiopia.
yeah.
I can assure
Little
you that
known
it's probably
fact.
still morning in 12 different time zones.
A little known fact, Pete Wardle thinks Ethiopia is a continent.
I thought it was. Just leave me alone.
Alright. Well, first subject on the menu. Pokémon X and Y has just come out, and I know I'm an avid Pokemon fan, and I'm definitely going to be getting it at some point, but what's everyone else's thoughts on the matter of the new Pokemon games?
I too am an avid Pokemon fan, like you so poetically said.
I don't like. It's not traditional.
Fucking
How
negative
like that.
bastard.
Pokemon
It
isn't traditional.
No, how you like you're walking around and everything on it. How the angles and everything have changed.
Yeah, because you're looking from behind.
He's just
yeah,
like,
but surely
this
people
is
who were
destroying
playing
the fabric of Britain. No one should have animals in baubles.
No, the thing is,
Yeah.
right, the people who were like playing Metal Gear Solid when it was on Super Nintendo on like 2D, like they would have thought that like, oh yeah, the new one's untraditional. Doesn't stop it being good. And also,
I didn't say
I like
it.
the fact that we're
games are going
changing
to
up
be
the series.
evolving.
I didn't say that it wasn't good.
It
I
looks good,
like the
it
fact that we're
looks really
changing up the series. It gives a new angle. Because to be honest, I still play Fire Red,
I play Red.
Ruby.
I
I've
don't-
recently completed the main
good.
storyline
You're
of
just a
Fire
wanker,
Red,
aren't you?
I don't play any of them.
and it's like, to be honest, like people just stay in their favorite gen. It's not as if like you're being forced along like with Call of
First.
Duty
First generation.
first gen. I would say probably out of all the gens, Gen 2 is my favorite.
I'm a first
Just
generation
because-
Pokemon master.
Just because, like, you know, you can get 18 badges, be master of 2 regions.
16.
What? 16 badges, of course. There are not 9 badges in each region. Unless you're Gary Oak, but,
Gary. Support Gary Wright.
of course you support Gary, right?
So you've all heard about the glitchy thing about you can't save it.
In
No,
Luminoid
I
City.
haven't.
Well, it's not that you can't save it. It's in Luminoid City.
What's that? Parts of Lumio City. It's not even the full city.
Alright.
But like,
It renders the save files unusable,
like, nice reading from the book there, Pete.
which occurs when players save their progress in certain sections in Luminos City.
Lumios.
Luminos.
So what? Does it say it can't save? Or it just
No, you save it.
Saves
It's
it,
like
but it's an
you know, the
unreadable file.
corrupt file.
so once you try and reload your save, it won't be there.
Oh, so you have to start all the way from the beginning again.
Yep.
That's
Is
fine.
Lumio City
Is it-
like one of the last cities that you go to?
I think it's like halfway through the game.
Oh.
I wouldn't be
Like,
that
you know,
bothered,
there's the
to be
New
honest.
York one near...
I'd be pissed off if it
In,
was
the other
like
one.
last city, like if it was like
Oh,
underground
just
city.
before
But he
Victory
said it
Road.
advised players not to save in their game in the blue areas highlighted. I've got a picture of it, I'll put it up.
Alright.
They should instead opt to save in buildings such as the Pokemon Center. Nintendo also reportedly said that the incoming patch will fix corrupted files. So if you did ever save in them, when they update it, your saved files will be there. Uncorrupted.
Why can you have multiple save files?
You can, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic.
That's a nice new feature.
Yeah.
If you can.
I could do like a speed run and then like a proper one.
Yeah. So you can have like a Nuzlocke or one to try. Well, that's another. Speaking about Nuzlocke, what's everyone's favourite Pokemon challenge for playthroughs?
I don't like doing it. I just
I
like doing
don't
it
play
properly.
Pokemon, so I can't play.
You're a wank.
I would say egg lock, but I don't have enough feeders to do an egg lock. Ever.
So it talks through an egg
Right,
lock,
okay, so an
how
egg
you
lock
play
It's
it.
basically a Nuzlocke, but you get people to give you random eggs, and then you
Yeah.
like choose one egg as your starter.
Yeah.
Well, then you choose your starter and then swap out with an egg that's in a box, and you only start off with about 30 eggs. And then
But I see.
You have to hatch every Pokemon that you use.
yeah, but I mean it's not actually that long. Like if you're just running around the city,
You'll probably get like a backup Pokemon.
about 10 minutes you can like hatch an egg.
I've got an
And
egg
then-
cycles thing up on that.
Then you like edit it to hatch Pokemon level 5. Because I do it on ROMs instead of
Yeah.
proper games.
I think like most Pokemon cycles are about use like 21. Is it one cycle is 256 steps? Something around that.
So it's pretty
So
easy
it's not-
getting yourself a new Pokemon. That sounds like a
And
fun
then,
challenge.
you don't know what it is, and then obviously, I think it's every town you go to, you get a new one, and every gym.
Yeah,
you can get a new
I
one.
think
But then the only problem with that is when you get a new Pokemon, you have to rare candy boost them up.
Yeah.
Let's look for example. Miltank. For example,
What's a Miltank though?
egg cycle. It has
Miltank's pretty cool.
21 egg cycles, and that is 5,355 steps.
I did actually have a
Yeah,
Miltank in
that
my
isn't that
bullshit
long,
team.
Yeah, that isn't that bit. It'll take you about half an hour.
Well, it takes about 10 minutes.
Just depends if you got a bike or not though as well.
Oh,
I think-
So you
think
just buy the bikes from a bike shop.
No, you usually get
Yeah,
given.
yeah,
I don't.
like-
It's different in each one, but most of the time you get given it as a
You
present.
end up getting given one.
Because like there's
Although-
on the original gem, there's the famous 1 million.
1 million
bike.
poke bike.
We were saying we were going to see what would happen like if you.
Spawn in the cache. I
Yeah.
want to get a ROM and spawn in the mill and just like see what the guy's reaction is. Just like, how did you get this money?
Get out now!
$1 million bike. Sell everything.
I also want to do the Gen 2 one where you buy Slowpoke Tail, Team Rocket Guy.
Oh yeah,
So what's that
I've seen that. I want to
What's
know. There's like it's something like 1 million poke or something. That guy offers you a severed slowpoke tail.
Yeah, because like Team Rocket are cutting off tail for Slowpoke. For some reason.
Don't know
It
why.
has
It
like,
actually happens in Gen 6 as well. I saw there's a restaurant that sells like flambéed or whatever, however prepared slowpoke tail.
I saw something on Reddit though. I think it was on Gen. I don't know if it was on Gen 1 or what. I can't what Gen it was. The daycare centre's on Route 34.
oh, actually, yeah.
Game Freak sticking there.
If you don't
Stick
understand,
in there.
right, Gen 1 is the first set of games. That's like red, blue. If you're
Yellow.
in Japan, green, yellow. I guess you could include Fire Red and Leaf Green because they're like remakes. But for
Technically
Game Boy
Gen
Advance.
3 though.
Thanks.
Gen 3
2
format, but Gen 1 setting.
And Gen 2's Gold, Crystal,
It's a hybrid.
Silver.
Yeah.
And then like Heart Gold. It's also where you can trade Gen 4 Pokemon onto it. Gen 3 is Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. Gen 4's like Sinnoh. I haven't said the region right. Gen 1's Kanto, Gen 2's Johto, Gen 3's Hoenn, Gen 4's Sinnoh, Gen 5 is Unova,
No.
Gen 6 is something.
Apropos of nothing, one brilliant challenge if you've never tried it is a randomizer challenge on Pokemon.
What's
Basically,
the new
yeah,
region
cool.
called?
Don't know.
I don't know.
No fucking clue.
France. Starland.
Yeah, that's cool. I tried to do one of them and then it wouldn't save.
They are
So-
very hard to set up. Basically, it's a program you get, and you put in your parameters and guidelines for it, and it'll create a custom ROM for you of Pokemon Emerald most times. And it features all of the Pokemon from all current gens, except for Gen 6, because it was in menu, but just before Gen 6. But basically, what will happen is, the way I set it up is, Pokemon randomly have random stats, colours and types, as well as the Pokemon you get the choice of at the beginning of the game. You can custom set, or you can just have them random. The one time when I tried it, I found a water type Ho-Oh.
What?
A water type Ho-Oh that was green and yellow. It randomizes the colours, the
colour
types, the
palette
stats,
changed.
Oh, that's
and,
cool, isn't it?
and everything basically. I did eventually. I tried again. I set it up. I had the choice of a Typhlosion, a Squirtle, and something else. I think it was a Grotle or something.
A Growple.
Yeah, I think I tried to put it Turtwig, but it came up with a Grotle or something.
I tried to do one and it started off with my 3 starters. I had a choice of a Caterpie that was called Charizard. I ballsed up the names and all the other stuff, so I just gave up on it really. I caught a Ponyta. I think it was like level 8 in the first patch of grass. But fuck.
So, should we move on to a
Right,
different
one
subject now?
Steam. Just one last thing, right?
Oh, go on.
Uh,
Go on.
What's your favourite Pokemon?
Fuck you.
Right, this is a difficult
you go.
choice. I would have to choose between 2. The original Pokemon, the very first Pokemon I ever got was Torchic. Blaziken was a complete tank, and a funny story. I managed to accidentally knock out Groundon in one hit with a Sky Uppercut. So I'd say Blaziken would have to be on there, but I also absolutely love Scrafty. So it's kind of a tie between Blaziken and Scrafty.
Oh, Swaggy, as some people call it. Swaggy.
The Hoodlum Pokemon.
So how many Pokemon is there actually in there?
Around 700.
18.
718.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Could you name
They
them?
added 60. They added
If
68.
you gave me enough time, yeah, I can name them all. But except for maybe like Goonies Evolutions or some shit like that.
Look out for the special episode of the podcast where Jack will name every single
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I'll try and do that as a challenge at some point.
It's 2 hours long, and all you can hear is him talking and the scrolling of his mouse wheel.
Right, moving on.
The unfolding of my Pokemon 10th anniversary poster to get the first 4 gens.
I want to
Moving
find
on
out
to
how many it is
Steam.
now.
And the new Steam
Steam
OS that they
news.
brought out. What does everyone think of the controller? I think it's absolutely
I
amazing.
have no-
I haven't seen the Steam controller.
Effectively, what it is, it's a redesigned controller, how you would basically see one. But there's all kinds of features. There's touch pads on the back. So all that unused space has buttons on it on the back that you can use to scroll through things. I think it's originally intended for PC, but I think you can apply it to some consoles as well. I'm not entirely sure about it. I've just seen a couple of reveals and images of it.
Well, the Steam owner, Valve, has
Good old
announced
Gabe Newell.
announced that there's now 65 million users of Steam.
I can believe that.
I contribute to that. I've
Yeah.
got about 8 accounts on it.
I believe
So
that.
most of it's because
I've
of
got
me.
2 accounts.
Valve says the new registered user milestone represents a 30% increase in active accounts
Since the
Over the
1950s.
Over the
Active
past
accounts,
12
so I've
months.
got 1.
over the past 12 months.
I think I've been. The only reason I go on Steam is Football Manager.
You fucking
That,
peasant.
In fact, no, I play TF2 a bit as well.
And now
Ah.
it holds more than 3,000 games.
Speaking of TF2, the new Scream Fortress update is absolutely brilliant. If you haven't tried that yet, it's great.
Is it called Scream Fortress every year? Or is it just this year?
No, just this year. But have a shitload of new items. I logged on, got 3 new weapons, a hat, some shoes that make me look like a bug, and a magazine. The magazine is like supposed to be the spellcaster's thing, and if you apply it to a class where you would normally have a power canteen, you can.
Is it an actual magazine?
It's a magazine. You don't
Oh,
open
yeah.
it or anything, but it acts like a power canteen on non-man versus machine servers. You run over these spell tomes, and it'll randomize a spell for you, and you can get like super jump and things. It's
Spell
really
tomes
cool.
like the books like on Skyrim kind of thing. Or is it
No, it's just
weird
like a
thing?
big opened out book with chains and things hanging off it.
So how come Pokemon isn't on Steam?
Because it's Nintendo and it's only for Nintendo consoles.
Steam doesn't have anything to do with Nintendo.
Yeah.
So is Steam just...
Steam don't make
Just
games.
randomly
it's
created
Valve that
games.
make games.
Steam is like a community.
Steam's
Steam's
a
like the
community.
PC equivalent of Xbox Live.
So you could
I
make
say
one and
equivalent.
put it
That's
on
kind of
Steam.
insulting because Steam doesn't
It isn't.
suck
It's
balls.
not. It's nothing like it really. Cause
So you could
Because
make
it's
a
a
game and
because-
put it on
because
Steam.
some
What?
games are
You could make a
encouraged
game.
by society.
Yeah, and the majority of games on Steam are indie games or privately made games.
Indie game.
Because he is a hipster.
Right.
Pop culture.
Next on the list.
1d6 pop culture damage.
Indeed.
Joe wants an Xbox One.
Yeah,
And I say fair game.
I do,
I
yeah.
will never own one. I wake up in a cold sweat, thinking about someone giving me one for Christmas.
Yeah.
I would fucking
The Friday
cry.
Fest on the Xbox dashboard.
Yeah.
Click on it. Xbox One advert.
Yeah, if you log into Xbox Live now, you'll be assaulted by this huge image on the front page saying Xbox Fright Fest.
Does it actually come with an Xbox
We
One?
joked saying that if we clicked on it, it would be Xbox One adverts. Or like, yeah, an Xbox One has been dispatched free to your location. You'll have to pay for everything else though.
Wait,
Well, no,
you're saying that though. If it was, so you could sell it on for 400 quid.
Well,
That's what I
currently
do.
though, EA
I wouldn't-
expects
I'm not that
PS4
cool.
and Xbox One to ship 10 million units.
I really highly doubt Xbox
By
managed to
April,
keep
when's it coming out? November.
It's coming out in November.
up. To be fair,
How many did the
Xbox
Xbox
One
360
completely
sell?
destroyed its fan base. Some hardy gamers are staying, like Joe.
Well, the thing is, I'm not going to like make bury an opinion until I've seen what an Xbox One can do. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to see what a PS4 can do because you can't record HD footage on
You
it.
can't
You
stream
can't?
YouTube either with it.
No.
But the
Does
thing
that mean
is,
you won't
Yes,
be-
but,
yeah, but
listen to this. I have a computer that streams YouTube.
yeah,
It says
I
you can
have
also
an
torrent
iPad
anything.
that-
So does that mean you
YouTube.
can't like
I don't
record
need
it with like an
Xbox.
Elgato or anything?
PS4 is
You could,
no
but it wouldn't be
YouTube
in
video
HD.
sharing, external recording coming post soon.
And another
So
thing,
being able to record with an Elgato or any other game capture will come soon.
the main thing for me
How would you-
about Xbox
You,
is
you wouldn't be
they were
able
all-
to do it after it was out though.
No, you'll probably
Yeah,
end
you
up
would.
selling an external cable,
That's what I mean.
Or
They'd
maybe
have
a
to
software
they'd have to
update.
new
Well,
software.
Did they have to have a port? That probably cost 30 quid for a port.
But like,
I think most people just stick with PS3.
To be fair, not
or
everyone
Xbox One.
records what they do though.
yeah.
Yeah.
And other people say like Xbox Ones are so much better because they have TV on them. when that Xbox One is hooked up
To a
television.
I hate how Xbox has kind of been like, oh, we're the family console now, whereas before they were seen in the light of hardcore gaming.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to appeal to families. It's like,
What's this? It's
It's
like
like
the Wii.
Sting after
The
like
Wii
Sex
isn't.
Pistols, isn't it?
I would say
Yeah.
the Wii isn't a family console anymore
no, it's just a shit.
because I can't think of any like good family games that have come out on it. Wii
Zombie
Sports.
U.
Wii Sports. That was the shit.
Zombie U's absolutely shit. It's like basically a reprogrammed version of a 1990s game that came out on an, I can't even remember what the console was called. It was like a terrible independent console. Had like 2 levels, and nowadays it costs you about 10p. Probably.
If I'm completely fair, I really don't
Off the
think
charts,
consoles are going to be able to keep up with PC gaming. I mean, PC gaming isn't in danger; it is the danger.
I don't like it when people go all like.
I don't
PC
like people.
Master Race.
Yeah, when they're all like, oh, when it's done jokingly and you call them peasant boxes and things like that, I think that's funny. But when people are just like discrediting
Like
people,
Gabriel Bailey.
fucking
What a
hell.
wanker!
Anyway,
Hiya,
Assassin's
Gabe.
Creed 4 came out the other day.
And I'm out. I'll just sit this one out. Carry on.
Right. Assassin's Creed 4.
I think you can make multiplayer modes on it by
Yeah,
via
you can.
yourself.
Well, no, via
And he only heard
Bullshit,
that 9
man.
hours ago.
Oh yeah.
from bullshit man himself, Big A. Lacardi.
Apparently,
Shout out.
Sony exclusive Assassin's Creed War Black Flag DLC will never reach other platforms.
Yeah, but
Good.
So,
It's like one DLC, but
yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter. It's just like PS3's.
It's not planned
never
for
got
Xbox
Minecraft.
360 or Xbox One.
Yeah, I know, but
I
like,
don't-
Same
PS3's
Ubisoft.
never got Minecraft.
there you go. So that is.
So that's take everything with a pinch
that's
of salt
basically the same, yeah.
in the fact
The
that
DLC content provides an extra hour of the main story campaign and it's
They say that though, but
Centered
everyone.
hour.
centered
extra
around
hour.
Assassin's Creed Liberation.
I've never
Oh,
played the
I've played
DLC that's now
Assassin's
long.
Creed Liberation. What man? Assassin's Creed Liberation,
That's the
the
one
new
with the
PSP
girl.
game.
Yeah, that's it. I thought
rubbish.
Fallout ones do last a couple days though.
Fallout, yeah. That's
Fallout, yeah, it's
an
like an entire new
RPG.
section of the game.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry.
like your card DLC lasts a lifetime. No, it doesn't. It lasts till the next one comes out.
Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls Online. Has anyone seen that?
Yes.
It
Yeah,
looks
that
fucking
does
I
look
cannot
really
wait.
nice.
I'm not.
I've
An
never
old-
played.
That's the. I like how it's
Skyrim
coming out on
or
Xbox
Elder
One and
Scrolls,
PS4
but it
because
does look good.
so you don't have to have like a 400 quid PC to run it well.
No, you wouldn't, because Jack could run it, and he was like 200 quid.
Well, yeah, this is the thing. People,
Pete, drink your beer.
back to
Stop
the
it, Pete!
back
No,
to
it's
the debate.
Stop
I say
it.
debate discussion
Yeah. Okay.
about console
Calm down.
versus
Get a cold
PC.
sweat.
Shut the fuck up! About console versus PC gaming. People say, oh, Xbox can outperform a PC. No, it can't. It can in no way outperform a PC. Even if someone said, like, my stats are better than an Xbox One's. And if someone said to me, like, oh, they've released this new thing and it outperforms you, I can go out spend around 20 quid and outperform it again. And then the other thing is people say, like, oh,
GetMoreRAM.com.
your rig,
You destroy it.
your gaming rig, it costs this much and it's too unaffordable. Xbox, £400. That's quite in my terms, that's unaffordable. I don't have any money.
I don't
My
have 200 quid
PC
to
cost me
spend on it.
£180 and it outperforms one already. Sorry, Joe, what were you going to say?
See, like what I was on about with the Elder Scrolls though, I don't have 200 quid to spend on
Is that how much
a
the month
PC.
is? Oh.
Elder Scrolls Online.
to be able to run it without lag.
So is it only going to be on PC?
No, it's on
Yeah.
PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
Like,
Not Xbox 360.
No.
It's exclusive. to Xbox.
I always thought that, like, honestly, I'd have paid 30 quid for an online DLC for Skyrim. Easily.
I've
Yeah.
only ever played. Which one did I play? Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Yeah.
Played that. Did the first mission. Didn't like it.
Skyrim's so
Skyrim
much better.
is-
It's so much different.
People say
I've played Skyrim around people's houses. I just don't like it. It's just not my
Yeah, but you're a
No.
faggot
type
type.
of RPG.
What, Skyrim?
Yeah.
Like before I played it, I was very militantly against fairy or fantasy games.
Just like Gen 6
I
Pokemon,
played it-
very militantly against fairy type.
No, I'll get back to that in a minute. But after I played Skyrim, I found it incredibly enjoyable. I didn't do any of the main
Jerry's dying.
quests for about a year.
Get
Die
out of the
quietly.
studio.
Die quietly. I'm talking.
Studio,
I
get
didn't
out of
really
the
do
studio.
any of the main storyline until about a year after I'd gotten it. I just went around hunting in the woods and things with a kick-ass bow.
See,
and
I
stuff.
don't know what it is. I just don't like them type of games.
the
Genres.
sports games.
Jerry's just stepping
You're
outside.
there, like, you're a fan of FIFA 14. You know.
No, I
Doesn't surprise me that you don't like Skyrim if you like
FIFA 14 is shit.
obviously.
Same as FIFA 13, 12, 11 and
No,
10.
no,
Not
it's
quite
not.
controversial.
It's
I
so
have
much
FIFA
more
95 on the
Like,
Mega Drive
seriously.
2. On the Mega Drive.
The
And it
games I
outperforms
only really play
FIFA 14.
is car racing games like
Fine,
Need
yeah.
Speed or Grid or
And you wank it.
FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA, that famous car racing game.
No, Cars, Assassin's Creed, and GTA. Pretty much that's all I play now.
Right.
I hardly play card anymore.
You've basically just sort of said every genre of game there. Pretty much.
I play
You could call-
fantasy, thriller, horror, FPS, sport, motorsport, outdoor sport, extreme sport, American sport. Actually, I do play
League of
American
Legends
sports.
sport. Well, then, that.
See,
Oh, I
you
haven't done-
prefer American sport games.
I prefer American sports.
Do you prefer-
Yeah, because Americans aren't pussies when it comes to
Do you
sport.
prefer American football?
Yeah,
or
the
FIFA?
ones that play rugby with
Yeah,
fucking padding.
easily.
I want about football.
Well, the thing
Anyways,
is-
we're getting onto the subject of sport. We're supposed to be talking about games.
Yeah, but
Right.
this is Jim's
Okay, so
area.
I prefer American football to soccer or football as we call it in England because I just find it more entertaining. I play rugby, so I'm not a big fan of football anyway. I support Tottenham.
Football's a bit of a pussy sport. to be
Let's
honest.
face it, Tottenham aren't very good. They're in fourth in the Premier League. I find it boring most of the time. Like, I watched Real Madrid against Barcelona the other week and it summed up my current opinion of football. It was boring as fuck.
Most
football is
games
boring.
now because everyone
But
every
then
like
people
5
say-
minutes. is
When I
starting
watch a game
now.
of football, it's always shit, and then when I don't, it's always good.
Like with American football,
That's because no.
it's a lot
Yeah.
slower. Like the in-game time is an hour, but it takes
It takes 3
3
hours
to 4 hours to play.
because they're constantly
match.
stopping, aren't they?
But it's more explosive like that because they constantly
More
hyper.
action.
They constantly have high energy.
They're not like running around for 30 minutes, are they?
Right.
And then stopping and
And
then having
then
another
they
break.
reapplying makeup. And
Yeah, football is. You ruined my makeup.
You've ruined my makeup.
Oh, England are playing on Saturday, playing rugby against Argentina.
Who do you think will win?
England will dick Argentina like 50 points.
England are good at cricket and rugby.
Yeah.
We're not good at football.
Except
We're
when the
not, we're
Indians
not good
come
at
to
them other
town.
sports that we made.
No, but we've got all the players from really good teams in England, but they're just shit when they play for England.
Well, most of the good players in England aren't from England.
What?
Most of the good players that play in England aren't from England.
Pete
Play-
can't
play
wrap
good.
his head round this.
No, I can't.
Right, Pete.
Right, you know in football when people buy
Pete,
players from
right.
different countries.
Yeah,
You,
but
you know Samuel Eto'o? He
Yeah.
plays for Chelsea in England, but he's not from England.
No, I meant England.
He's from the continent of
Do
Ethiopia.
not worry, I am English. I
I
have
meant-
an English passport.
I meant England, the team England.
Oh.
When they play in England, they're good.
No,
but when they play for England,
the English
they're
players
bad.
from like Chelsea, Man United, Man City,
Yeah.
and every other
Right.
in the Barclays
Okay.
or anywhere else
In the Barclays.
in the Barclays Premier League,
Right.
they're shit when they play for England.
No, they're not.
They don't play for
They
England.
are. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, English people who play.
Rooney, Joe Hart.
Oh, I thought
People
you were
like
out
them.
foreign
I have
people.
no fucking clue what anyone's talking about right now.
Well, Joe Hart's shit now.
Andros Townsend,
How many-
man of the
Right.
moment.
Change subject.
Yeah.
Called you to go.
No, 1 minute. Jack
Oh,
wants
no,
to
fuck
talk
off.
about fairy. No, Jack wants to talk about fairy type Pokemon.
Ah, yeah. Now, this is the thing that's annoying me. People say, oh, my Jigglypuff can take down, I don't know, a fucking like a fucking Salamence any day. Right. The thing is, even though they get type advantage, they're not going to beat any dragon types anytime soon.
Sylveon could beat like Garchomp. Or
Like a Garchomp, yeah, but that's like a baby Pokemon versus like an
no,
evolution.
Garchomp's like.
Oh, Garchomp,
stage.
yeah. I doubt that.
Yeah, it can.
I doubt that.
Easily. I've seen
Not easily.
competitive
I think
battles.
it would be. I
Compared
think
to
it would be.
battles.
It probably would.
Because like people say like, oh, a Jigglypuff can take it down. It's like, no, Jigglypuff has shit stats.
Competitive battles, Sylveon level 74 can beat a.
Level 2 Garchomp that I've spawned in.
Like nearly a level 80 Garchomp. Yeah. Anyway. Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
Can we talk about ghosts?
No, we can't.
What about the new survival?
No,
the extinction.
no.
It's got
Why is it
aliens.
called Extinction?
It's got aliens in it.
Call of Duty
So-
wasn't made to make money. Obviously. No,
That's another
the
1d6
new card is a
pop
rehash
reference
of all.
damage.
Yeah. The new card, it's fucking wank. Don't buy it. It's a rehash
How
of all
can
the
you
other
say
games
that it's
because it's a
wank?
rehash of all the other old games.
Yeah, it is.
They've been saying like, "Ooh, we have dynamic maps." Look at the Battlefield 4 trailer and then go and kill
But
yourself.
like in Battlefield Bad Company 2, you could destroy buildings and
Yep.
stuff. Like it's
They're
taken,
really behind the times.
it's
They
taken
really
like
do.
Infinity Ward this long to realise that you can blow up buildings. Like
Oh my god, grenades don't hurt
Battlefield
harm
4
glass.
open beta. Anyone play that?
I haven't played it. I think it looks good.
I've seen it.
It's
It
good,
does
but
look
it's
good.
not my cup of tea.
How do you have to like buy a game to play the beta?
No.
No, it's a free download open
It's a
beta.
demo.
For
I did the
once.
Battlefield 3 open beta. That was good.
Battlefield 4 was quite good.
Because sometimes you need bad games, don't you? For someone.
That's
Yes.
it. It's I think it's got a released single player demo. Like Battlefield now releases single player demos.
I remember, I think to get to play Gears of War 3, you need to get Bulletstorm, was it? I'm trying to think of other ones.
No,
I
Bulletstorm.
know.
Did anyone play that?
Dreadful.
It wasn't dreadful. Like it was on the right
Yeah,
lines,
it's like-
but it was not fun. It really just dragged on. It
Most
felt
people
like
only-
it felt like a Gears of War rehash.
Yeah, most people didn't got it because it was like supposed to be like Gears of War. It wasn't.
I didn't think it was that Gears of War. I just didn't enjoy it.
Have you heard of that Titanfall?
Titanfall, yeah.
Yeah, that
was
looks
good.
really good.
Good.
I might,
That's another reason why to get an Xbox.
I think I've got something like that.
Yeah, but it's been rumoured to come out on console.
Yeah, EA isn't rushing to make it.
Rushing to make
EA
what?
doesn't rush to do anything.
EA isn't rushing to make what?
Anything.
Titanfall.
EA not rushing Titanfall to the market.
Which is one of the releases.
Because none of the
Publisher
people who work
says
there are rushing
development
to
is
work
ahead
on
of
time.
schedule. Experts game
I thought you said just. I thought you just said Xbox.
experts.
Experts
It's meant to
say.
be very highly rated.
I already know this.
EA
From watching the trailer.
EA has
Yeah.
dismissed fears that Titanfall is being rushed. to
So
the market.
quickly before we finish, because we're coming up to the 30-minute mark. Ones to watch and ones to tell to fuck off. Go.
For
Games. Ones to watch.
Ones to buy.
Or yeah, ones to get. I'd say Pokémon X, just because the exclusives in there. Except
Watch
for like
Dogs. in
Watch
April.
Dogs. Yes,
What?
Watch
Oh,
Dogs.
I don't know Watch Dogs.
Well, we can talk about that in the next
2K14.
What's that?
WWE 2K14 came out today in England.
Yeah.
Came out like last week in America.
Other ones, Battlefield by Company 4.
No,
I think
Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4. That's the one. I always get it
I
wrong.
get it. Battlefield 4.
I'm not going out of my way to get it, but maybe if it comes a bit cheaper, I
Any
might get
Steam games that are coming out soon?
it. Space Engineers, brilliant game.
One to get is a Space Kerbal Program.
Kerbal Space
Kerbal
Program, yeah.
Space Program. That's the one.
Fucking brilliant.
Trying to
That
time
is,
that. They'll
that
get
is
it
so
up and
funny.
running.
That is. I was watching you play it once today.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were
Fucking
watching some
hilarious.
dodgy YouTuber watch it.
No, watching
No,
Jack.
Duncan,
It's so
mate,
fucking
Duncan.
funny.
Off the Yogscast.
We do not mention that name in this podcast.
The Young
Any other games?
Cast.
Jim?
Oh.
Games? WWE?
Well, yeah,
Anything else?
because the story mode on WWE, that's why.
Sure.
And now,
Well, no, it's not a story mode. Like, you know, the Attitude Era mode on WWE 13. They've sort of revamped that because it's like the 30th anniversary of WrestleMania.
Mm.
So
It
they're
is.
doing like the best matches. I think there's like
Sort of like Legends of
45,
WrestleMania.
45 matches.
Sort of
you
like
can
on
play
Legends of
through.
WrestleMania, how it's like Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, and you have to go through different
And then
scenarios
it-
that actually happen. That match is on it, actually.
And it was like two big greasy men slapping the shit out of each other.
somebody's going to want their shit slapped.
Joe, any games that you're waiting?
Watch
Watch
Dogs.
Watch Dogs, anything else?
Watch
I am masturbating over it every night.
Watch Dogs, yeah. If
That'd
Watch
be
Dogs was a
pretty
woman,
good.
she would get her ass pinched.
Any games for you, Jack? Pokemon?
Pokemon,
Yeah, obviously
yeah.
Pokemon, yeah. Definitely.
You're all
Anticipating
Pokemon.
so
well, we don't-
eagerly the Space Engineers update. That's all really. There's not much I'm looking forward to. Anyways,
And there goes the phone.
yeah.
That's
So
it.
we'll wrap this up then. That's time to finish. Goodbye.
Goodbye!